of the album is already there yet, and for me, what that means is that the solution to a lot of the issues we face in our daily lives is already there. You just have to look for it, maybe in a place you wouldn't think to. And that goes back to the same thing of looking for what's similar and looking for the answers that you're already there, you just don't want to see them. So I've always really loved traditional music from any place I've encountered it from, and the thing that I've loved about it is how there's a kernel of something that is very true to the culture that it's from. And it's true about the music from my country, from Sweden, and it's true about any other place. And I find it fascinating that these types of music really shouldn't mix on an intellectual level, but if you try to put them together, you can always find a combination that does. And that's the concept behind this album, really, is finding those combinations and hoping that you as a listener will do the same in your life, finding the things that make you similar to other people rather than what makes you different. I've always written music from a very intuitive place. My first memory of writing music was I used to get really seasick when my dad would take me and my brothers out on a boat, and he would put a life vest on me. I was probably 6 at this point, and drop me off on an island and be like, "Here, go, have fun. I'll be back in a couple hours. Just don't take your life vest off." And I would run around by myself collecting sheep skulls and singing songs to myself. And I actually still have the very first song that I wrote. It's on the computer at my dad's house. And it's still, like, my process for songwriting hasn't really changed since I was 6. The songs just kind of hang out in my head until I'm ready to write them down, and then I write them down and then I change them a bunch, but it's a process that I feel is very natural. Vårvindar Friska is the name of the single on this album, and it means fresh spring winds. It's a song that is always sung on Valborgsmässoafton in Sweden, which is like the celebration of the coming of spring, which for a very cold country is very important. And the reason I chose this song is what I've done with it is I've taken this Swedish song about the coming of spring, this coming of something new and different, and I mixed it with some grooves and some ornamentation on the flute from Turkey to illustrate the biggest cultural clash in Sweden is between the native Swedes and the Turkish immigrants, and I felt that by mixing these two musics, I maybe could illustrate that a lot of the clash is kind of unnecessary. The whole reason I play music is to play it for people and to communicate something with the people who are there to hear it. One of the most rewarding things about playing is getting to hear feedback about what I've done and how it affected someone else in a positive way.